The opinions and beliefs discussed in this video are not necessarily those of the speaker. Also, please take into consideration that those in this video are highly paid professional actors. With that in mind, when you think that they are reading lines straight off the script, they are in fact acting and are creating visual depth to their role. Also, we apologize for the very dry content, but trust us, we don't like this any more than you do. Enjoy.
Today I would like to talk to you about abortion. The controversy of abortion has been around for decades. During the 1960s and the early 1970s, states began to repeal their bans on abortion. The case of Roe v. Wade in 1973 was the turning point, where the U.S. Supreme Court stated that banning abortion in the states was unconstitutional. Legalizing abortion throughout the U.S. Pro-choice advocates say the government should have no control over what a woman does. It's her mind, her body, and her choice. What she does with that little baby. Now, in the case of incest or rape, women should be able to have an abortion, according to pro-choice believers. And every year, 13,000 women have abortions following rape or incest. As for pro-life, they believe life begins at conception. It's never a group of cells. It's a itty-witty bitty baby. Therefore, abortion is taking the life of a poor, innocent person, which could have potentially contributed to society and been a successful member in life. Maybe having the cure to cancer. You wouldn't know, because that baby was, poof, aborted. All for the convenience of the mother. Today, we have Annabelle and Herbert in our office. We're going to interview them on their beliefs of abortion. Well, my Twitter followers would like to know, what are your beliefs on abortion? Abortion is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. I understand that some mothers feel overwhelmed and scared. They don't know who to turn to or what to do. But there's other choices besides having an abortion. There's no need to kill that poor little baby. You can live up to your duties and be a mother, or you can put your baby up for adoption, and someone who really needs a baby or really wants a baby can have one. Well, thank you, Annabelle. Now, Herbert, what are your beliefs?
Okay, so I think that abortion is totally fine. Like, it's up to that person if they want to have an abortion. People get, like, raped and have diseases that could kill them or kill the baby. So are you just saying that they should just go and have their baby and die just because you don't think they should have an abortion? What?
When do you feel that life begins?
Life starts when the baby is born. When it takes its first breath of air, that is when its life begins. Before that, it's just a little group of cells and little baby's mama. That's it.
Interesting, Herbert. How do you feel about that, Annabelle?
Life starts at conception.
Some people may say that life starts when the baby is born. That's not true. They say that it's just a group of cells, but no. It has arms, legs, and it even has all the components to feel pain. It's got the spinal cord and the nerves. And should the government play a role in abortion? I believe the government should contribute a lot more to the abolishment of abortion. To quote Mother Teresa, she said, "If we accept that a mother can kill her own child, how can we tell other people not to kill one another?" And any country that accepts abortion isn't teaching how to love, but to use any violence to get what they want. Very interesting. Herbert, what are yours? What's your answer?
It doesn't need to have any control over abortion. It's up to a person whether or not they want to have an abortion. If they choose to, then it's up to them. If they choose not to, then it's up to them.
Is there a difference between killing someone in the streets or having an abortion?
When you have an abortion, it is not killing a baby. It is just aborting a group of cells because they don't even have a thinking mind or anything like that. So, it's not even close to being the same.
Interesting, Herbert. How do you feel about that, Annabelle Lee?
It's really sad, actually, because when a man kills a woman in the street if she's pregnant in the first trimester, he's charged for 2 counts of murder. Now, I don't understand how that's considered murder of a poor little fetus, but when a doctor does it, when a doctor aborts the fetus, it's considered constitutionally acceptable. It just doesn't seem right.
Thank you, Herbert and Annabelle Lee. That was eye-opening for us. Your contribution was much appreciated. Henry and I would like to say thank you. Well, after those eye-opening interviews from Annabelle Lee and Herbert, I have some statistics for you. Alright, in the United States, about 3,700 babies are aborted each day, or approximately 1,350,500 annually. That's 1 every 24 seconds. For every 100 births in the United States, there are 31 abortions. In 2003, it was estimated that over 800,000 babies were aborted. Now, nearly half of pregnancies among American women are unintended. About 4 in 10 of these are terminated by abortion. 22% of all U.S. pregnancies end in abortion. 84% of all abortions were performed on unmarried women. 50% of U.S. women obtaining abortions are under 25 years old. Teenagers obtain 17% of that. In 2007, adolescents under 15 years had the highest abortion ratio, with 768 abortions for every 1,000 live births. Black women are 4.8 times more likely than non-Hispanic white women to have an abortion, and Hispanic women are 2.7 times as likely. At current rates, nearly 1/3 of American women will have an abortion. Okay. I don't know what these words are.
I can be British. Hello, governor. I can't say anything else in an English accent. Bloody hell. Harry Potter.
Well, hello there.
Okay. Wow, now my butt's cold. Okay.
Turn up the sewing machine.
Okay, ready? I believe the government should contribute a lot more to the abolishment of slavery. Well, after those eye-opening interviews from Annabelle Lee and Herbert, I have some
Shooting people by day, selling drugs by night. The gangsta life is hella tight. Peace.